everyone, welcome to tonight's live stream. So glad you can join me this evening. And it's Tuesday night and we've got lots to talk about. So tonight we're talking about playing defense. One of our listeners wanted, or my YouTube watcher I should say, wanted to talk about dead hands. I did try to go over the topic thoroughly tonight, so hopefully I covered everything. If you find I did not, please type it in the comments and we'll talk about it. So we're playing defense. Specifically, we're going to talk about calling an opponent's hand dead. The questions we're going to talk about is what actions would warrant that, what happens to the player whose hand is called dead, what jokers are available, which we talked a little bit about last week, and what if your hand isn't dead and someone calls it dead? What do you do? And do you have to call a player's hand dead? And finally, we'll end with some great resources with answers for your questions. And as always, we'll go on and play on ilovemahj. Tonight is a great clinic, and I'm so glad you're joining me. If you can pop in the chat where you're from and say hi to me, I'd appreciate it while we get a few people on here. Started last week, I put up a Mahjong Friends states, and last week people started posting in where they're from. So there were 8 different states represented. So I went ahead and started a map and stated that we started it last week, and I would love to fill in all the states. We could see where everybody's from on our YouTube live. And again, I love hearing what state you're from and a quick hello to me. Hi, Sue. So glad you can join me tonight. Sue's the first one in. We have Nebraska. Deb from Nebraska. Welcome. Hi, Evelyn. She's from PA. Welcome. It'd be great if we could get all 50 states. If I know my hand is dead, should I call myself dead? So a lot of people will often say to themselves, oh, my hand is dead, and they'll announce it. You really should keep your mouth buttoned up. You really shouldn't say anything. So should you call yourself dead? Absolutely not. You should never call yourself dead. It's up to the other players to notice and to call your hand dead. A lot of the times, player calls their hand dead based on the tiles they have in their rack, and your hand isn't technically dead. You might just need to pick a different hand to play. So if you really truly believe your hand is dead based on your exposures and you know you can't get Mahjong, you still carry on playing if nothing has happened and hope that nobody else notices you. Maybe you look for a new hand to play to see if those exposures can fit into a new hand. Mostly play defensively and aim to get a wall game rather than a loss. Because if you can't win, you're not going to let anybody else win, and that's a win for you. So that's my first question for tonight, and I hope I answered it thoroughly, so don't ever call yourself dead. Oh, we have Dawn from New York. Hi, Dawn. And we have Mary from Illinois. Hi. And Shirley from Connecticut. Nice. We have to add those, I think New York and Connecticut I have to add to my map. We could probably go back and do that. So we have New York and Connecticut, which I don't even know if I can see Connecticut on this little map that I have. I know it's up here somewhere. Maybe we could just stick it in there. Thanks for putting in where you're from. We have Illinois, and we'll see. So we have New York and Connecticut that we added tonight. Great, that's wonderful, ladies. We'll have to update each week. Okay, on to our second part of the question. So I went through and found 8 common actions that would result in a Mahjong hand being called dead. So this is the players at the table would have to call the person's hand dead. A player can only call a person's hand dead. Again, you cannot call yourself dead. And they can only call the hand dead based on the exposures or discards and they can say that the person can't win the hand. It's never based on tiles that are in your rack. So here are the actions that would result in a possible dead hand. So the first thing, a player has too few tiles. So they have insignificant tiles on their rack, which means they don't have enough. So Mahjong is played with 13 tiles and 14 to win. If you have fewer than 14 tiles for any reason, it might be because you forgot to take your last tile in the deal, which has happened often, or you forget to pick a tile on your turn, the hand is considered dead. However, you are not calling yourself dead. Someone has to notice that and call your hand dead. Now, you may have too many tiles. A player must have exactly 14. They can't have 15. If a player has more than 13 tiles during play, or 14 for Mahjong, or more, if they have more, their hand is dead. Number 2, declare Mahjong in error, meaning you've declared Mahjong and placed your tiles on top of the rack. Then your hand is dead, and the players, of course, will call your hand dead. And your tiles are invalid, and the play continues with the other 3 players. So the other 3 players should never throw their tiles in. They should make sure they validate the player's hand and then continue with play if it's invalid. So they would that would be if somebody declared Mahjong in error and exposed it. Number 3, unwinnable hand. You can see the player's hand requires either single tiles or a pair for completion, and they have already been discarded on the table or exposed in somebody else's hand. Again, not those tiles in your rack. Everybody has to be able to validate that it is an unwinnable hand. And which then would make it impossible for them to win, and it's important to watch what has been exposed and discarded. An invalid exposure. That means somebody calls for a tile but can't make an exposure. Maybe they put it up on top of their rack and they put up, another, we'll say a 3 dot they called for, they put another 3 dot up, and they realize they need a Kong and they only can make a Pung. Their hand is dead if they cannot use that tile. Their hand is also dead if they'd expose 2023 or news. You cannot expose 2023 or news. Again, it would be any year at this time. This video is being made in 2023. Or even if a player has made a mistake using a joker for a single or a pair, again, making a wrong exposure, you cannot get Mahjong that way nor expose it. So it's an invalid exposure and their hand would be called dead. Number 5, there's no such hand. So Mahjong hand is composed of combinations of sets and groups of tiles, pungs and kongs that you can expose. If a player's hand does not conform to that grouping, meaning you can tell that they should have had a Kong instead of a Pung, you can call their hand dead. Again, it could be that maybe they had the wrong suit, maybe they had incorrect dragons or wrong groupings, as I've mentioned. Number 6, exposed a concealed hand. I don't see it too much this year with this card specifically, but for example, if someone put up 3 1s and 4s, there is no hand with 3 1s and 4s. That is an exposed hand. So someone would have to say you're playing a concealed hand and your hand is dead. Of course, if you can find a hand to fit those 3 1s, 3 4s, you can obviously move to it, but I don't think that there's a valid hand with that combination. So they would be playing a concealed hand in consecutive run, and you would then say you can no longer play. That is an invalid hand, and they would cease playing. We'll get into that in a minute. Number 7, invalid joker exchange, which means If you do a joker exchange, you must follow the procedure that the National Mahjong League tells you to, which means that you have to pick from the wall or call for an exposure and then do the joker exchange. So the correct order is pick or call, rack the tile or expose, exchange, and the jokers go into your rack and then you discard to end your turn. You cannot add the jokers on top to the exposure. If you do the joker exchange first before you pick or call, your hand is dead. Obviously, somebody would have to catch you doing it, because if you did it and got away with it, you're still in the game. But most people know the process of calling a hand dead. And so, again, if you did an invalid joker exchange, your hand would be called dead. Please make sure that you, I use the word pred and seed. Pred is an acronym, stands for pick, rack, exchange, discard. Seed is CEED, acronym for call, expose, exchange, discard. Remember, those jokers go inside your rack. And number 8. Now, these probably could have been 8, 9, 10, but I put them all in one grouping. Most people don't even play these at all. But number 8, in your home game, I still think it is part of the Mahjong rules that you could call someone's hand dead. If you're in a tournament, absolutely. And in your games, you should be doing this. It is a defensive play, and you should be calling someone's hands dead. It is the only way people are going to learn the proper way to play Mahjong. So it's breaking the rules, and one of them is picking out of turn. If you pick and rack and then someone says, it's not your turn, it's mine, your hand is dead. If you push out the wrong wall, your hand is called dead. And finally, this is the one I find most common. People get very confused. If you pick from the wrong end of the wall, your hand can be called dead, and should be. Now, picking from the wrong end of the wall, one of my tips I always give all my students is always reach to the center of the table, and that is the best way to never pick from the wrong end of the wall. Another tip I always give, in the past, probably in my older videos, you'll see that I tail the end or put a T at the end. It is not recommended to do that anymore. You are only helping your opponents. And again, because of this rule, to be able to call your hand dead, you should not be teeing or tailing the end of the wall. You can check out that video, and I'll post it below in the description. We have a few questions I see popping up, so I'm going to look at them. Oh, we have Ruth from Texas. Hi, Ruth. Shelley said, can a player call another player dead if the other player has 1 tile in each hand and not 13 on the rack? Yes, your tile should be in your rack. You should not be holding your tiles up. The rule is all 13 tiles must be placed in the rack. Yes, and that is very strongly played in tournament play. I know that for sure. So please make sure you get in. I always say, I also have a whole section on good habits. Don't get sloppy, and play regularly how you would want others to play. And then this way you get into good habits. And Sue says, greetings. I absolutely love the clarity of your instruction. Oh, Sue, thank you for the support. Okay, we still have more to go through here. Our next slide. So these are 8 ones that I came up with. There could be many, many more. Again, Shirley's talking about if you don't have, so Shirley, when you say you don't have 13 tiles in your rack, that goes to number 1, where a player has too few tiles in their rack. If it's not in their rack, you can call their hand dead. So again, if you find any additional ones that you want to share with everyone, pop it in the comments below or put it in the chat tonight, and I can always add it to the bottom of the screen. So we went over this last week, and I think that's what brought up this whole topic. It says, are jokers that in the dead hand available to exchange? So again, you can look back at last week's video. I did discuss it, but I'll talk about it again. So jokers in an exposure that were made earlier in the game, so prior to the one that caused the hand to be called dead, are still available. Any jokers in the exposure that actually made the hand dead are not available for exchange. That's how you figured out the hand was dead. 4 flowers and 3 dragons, you'd still be able to figure it out. And maybe all the white dragons, I'm talking about the third line in 2023, maybe all the white dragons are out. So in order to make the third line in 2023, you need to have a white dragon for 2023. So you could call their hand dead. Now, prior to that, if they had up the 4 flowers with a joker, and then they put up the 3 dragons, and that's how you figured out their hand, the dragons was how you figured out their hand was dead because you were able to see all the white dragons out on the table. If there was a joker in the dragons, you would not be able to claim that for a joker exchange. In the flowers, because they were up prior, you could do the joker exchange. Now, consecutive run, line number 8, if the hand is concealed, so this is an exception. Again, if the hand is concealed, then all the exposures are returned to the sloping part of the player's rack and no jokers are available for exchange. And again, this is all done at the time of the exposure. If the game went around or even went around twice and nobody called the hand dead, the hand was not declared dead until later in the game. All the jokers would have been available for exchange, with the exception of the concealed hand. They are not. Okay, let's see what questions we have. Sue asked to talk about Joker Finesse. Sue, I have a whole video on that. If you just go onto my channel, and again, I'll put it in the description below. That's not tonight's topic, but the Joker Finesse is, if you type in Finesse, a video will come up just about that. What do you do when your hand is declared dead? So, first of all, you must admit it is. You can say, yep, you're absolutely correct. I made a mistake. It would mean that that player cannot win with that hand and that they must stop playing for the current game. They can no longer participate. They still are required to pay the winner at the end of the game, as others are doing based on how they win. And you are not allowed to talk about what else was in your hand or what everybody else has got. You keep your mouth shut the rest of the game. Accidents and mistakes happen, and we just admit them and we learn from them. Again, the player's no longer picking and discarding. However, any exposed tiles stay on the rack, and all the other ones stay in the rack that are not exposed. And then, as we previously discussed, you must discuss as a group what jokers are available for exchange and which ones are not. So here's the key. It would be best to learn the card well so that you can use this as a defensive play to call someone's hands dead, and make sure you know the rules before starting your Mahjong game. Now here's another thought process. Do you have to call a hand dead? I often play with a woman who always knows when a hand's dead, and she'll always kind of look at me out of the corner of her eye and she's like, her hand's dead, right? And I don't know why she needs to get verification from me. She is her own person and she can call the hand dead herself. But I don't call the hand dead because often the reason why is I would like to take the jokers if I have the matching tiles. So again, calling someone hands dead, it's impossible for the player to win, of course, and you know it. But you could It can be your to advantage not to call her hand dead because you might want the jokers. On the flip side, if you don't have the opportunity to take the jokers, you want to do it right away so you stop someone else from getting the jokers. We all know jokers help us win. And again, you have to evaluate the risk reward of not calling someone's hand dead. Challenging a dead hand. So often, sometimes people say, no, my hand's not dead, I'm good. So in that case, it's a dispute if the hand is actually dead or not. So the game would continue, and at the end of the game, the challenge is resolved, the hand is looked at by all the players, and whichever player was correct at the time of the challenge, that player will pay the other player 50 cents. That's if you play for money. So some great resources for you is, believe it or not, some of this information was found right on the back of your card in the middle panel. Some of it was found in the Mahjong Made Easy instruction booklet. And you often, if you can't resolve your issue, you can write to the National Mahjong League. And one of the best things is right here on ilovemahj, which you know I love this site, they have frequently asked questions page, which I'll show you when we go on, and you can find those resources there too. You can just type in your topic and there's lots of answers there. So if you declared dead in error, don't realize it's an error and stop playing, are there any consequences for one calling me dead in error? Nope, you should have be confident in yourself, Sue, and make sure you would just say, nope, I'm good, and you can resolve it at the end. But once you're declared dead and you admit it, your hand is dead. Yeah, there's no consequences. Okay, so I just wanted again to thank you. So if you enjoyed my little scoop tonight about dead hands, give me a thumbs up right below the video. If you haven't subscribed to me, click subscribe, and once you hit the subscribe button, hit the arrow down and make sure you click all so you get notifications when I go live. If you want to share this with a friend and you can say, I told you we talked about this, you can hit share and copy the link to the video and share it to your friend in your message. And also, if you have any comments about tonight's video or you want to talk about something else, put it in the comments below and I'll be sure to share it either in an upcoming video or I'll comment and give you the correct information or a past video. For those of you who love Mahjong, I also love Canasta. Canasta Class YouTube page, I have lots of information there about Canasta. So I teach both Mahjong and Canasta. To go on to ilovemahj, and I'm going to show you where that resource is. If you haven't tried ilovemahj, you should. You usually get a 14-day trial. However, if you use my code CB, you get 3 weeks free trial, and I suggest you try it. I just recommended it to a client who I do coach and play with, and she is loving it. She's learning the card better, and that's really, I think, the main purpose of that. I think most online playing platforms are pretty equal in where people enjoy to play with each other, but ilovemahj has that exercise room and I really do like it. I think it's the best way to learn the card, and that's why I fell in love with it. And so we're going to go on tonight and start playing, and before I show you that, I'm going to show you on ilovemahj where you can look up questions that you might have. You can find that is once you go to the main page, you can go to Learn, and then it here says Mahjong frequently asked questions. And here you could type in, so tonight we were talking about dead hands, you can type in the word dead, enter, give you some information about what a dead hand is. If someone's hand is dead, so just type in the word dead, type in any topic that you wanted more information on it. They talk how to play the game or the strategy on calling someone's hand dead. So it's a great resource for you. Again, it's under Learn, and it's Mahjong Frequently Asked Questions. So we're going to go on to play. I'm going to do game launch. Let me see what everybody's writing in here. Oh, thanks, Sue. Sue recommends my site all the time. Oh, she wants to learn canasta. So Sue, reach out to me at Mahjong class and I'll get you to learn canasta. Oh, thanks everyone. Yeah, I love playing canasta. I teach it virtually or in person, and it's lots of fun. And if you're ever interested, I had mentioned coach and play. I've been doing that a lot lately, and that's lots of fun. You would go on to a site like ilovemahj, and you would play, and I would coach you along the way, and it's one-on-one. And so it's really super fun, and you learn a lot. And I get to see how you play. And I always say, as much as I teach, I also get the benefit of learning. I always learn something new myself. We're going to play with bots, and we're going to do official game, and we're going to switch it because I do think Sue is the one who told me to play advanced. So we're going to play advanced, and we're going to launch our game. We're not open to anyone tonight. I changed my screen colors because I thought, let me try some fun colors. We're getting into winter, so instead of getting kind of drabby, I thought we would try some fun colors. So we're going to start our game.
First, Charleston.
And if anybody wants to pop in and let me know that they can hear the game okay and me, I'd appreciate it. If everything sounds good, if you could give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. So we're looking I sorted by suit, and we're looking for pairs. We have no pairs except flowers. Now, flowers are in every category, and you can just pick wherever you like. So I usually look at the tiles of what I have here. You can resort them by rank. And I have a lot of low numbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in low, or I could do high, 6, 7, 9. And either one would be fine. Does anybody have a suggestion tonight where we would like to play? Again, don't get hung up on this run of 1, 2, 3. You know, you probably want to collect all the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would suggest maybe playing low numbers tonight so we can get rid of maybe the 7, the 9, and the 6. We could always play like East and West with 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll get a soap. We can play 2023. So let's pass to our first right. Thanks everyone for letting me know everything sounds good. Sorry about that last week with our technical difficulties of the volume. So we seem to be getting a lot of 1s. So let's get rid of the 7, the 4, and maybe we can play 1s with dragons. What shall we get rid of? Let's get rid of the West. Now we got a 2, a West, a South. Let's sort this again. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. We can get rid of the 3 maybe. We got a 5, 7, and 6 we don't need, so let's get rid of all 3 of those for the second Charleston. This is our second left. We picked up a 3. Oh, we got another 2. Finally, our first pair. Woohoo! We could play 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of the 4. I don't think we're going to play with these dragons. I was thinking we're playing all 1s, but now that we got a pair of 2s, I guess we could play all 2s. But let's get rid of the dragons. We got an East, a 6, and we could play 1, 2, 3, 4. Or should we just stay 1, 2, 1, 2? We have these flowers, so I want to use them. I like 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of the 4. This is our last right. So I didn't have to get rid of the 4, but I really don't have a really strong hand. I want 3 tiles, so I'm going to get rid of the 4.
Courtesy pass.
We got a 5, 6, 7 we don't need, and that's a terrible pass, by the way. So that's all the same suit in numerical order, but since nobody wanted it, I'm going to pass it off again. Oh, we picked up another 2, and we got one of the dragons back. Sort by suit. We don't need this 9, so we can get rid of that right off the bat.
9 crack. Red.
I don't think we're going to use the dragon, so that's going to be my next thing.
So.
I'm not ready to call for anything because I don't know what hand I'm playing yet.
Bam. 7 dot. So. 7 dot.
We haven't seen any low numbers yet.
So. 6 dot. East. 8 crack. 4 bam. 8 crack.
Oh, we got another 2. So we could do all 2s. So we could do 1, 2. Maybe we'll get rid of this 1. Oh, Sue said the pairs hand in singles and pairs. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. That would be fun, Sue. Let's get rid of the green.
Green. 7 bam. East. Call. 2 dot.
Yeah, I'm always interested to play those singles and pairs.
5 dot.
Now, a 3 bam just went out and a 2 dot. We have to keep that in mind because it might change
7 crack.
what hand we play.
6 crack. 5 crack. 9 crack. Joker swap. 5 bam. 4 bam.
I'm not calling for anything yet because I'm still not sure what hand I'm playing.
6 dot. 7 crack.
Oh, we got that. Maybe we'll go for the pair hand. Good suggestion, Sue. Let's get rid of the, or we could do, yeah, let's get rid of the 3 bam because that wouldn't work anyway if we're doing flower, Kong of 1s, Kong of 2s. We need a 3 dot.
Green. Red. 4 crack. Call. Flower.
Okay, what's Annie playing up there? 4, 5.
4 crack. 6 crack. 8 bam.
So Annie might be playing line number 4. She could be playing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or what else could she be playing?
9 dot. 9 crack. 8 bam. 8 dot. 4 dot. 6 dot.
Oh, there's that 3 bam. We already let it go.
3 bam. 2 bam. 4 bam.
Okay, there's 1, 2 bam that went out.
7 dot. 9 bam. Call. 1 bam.
I'm not going to call yet because I'm not sure what hand I'm playing.
Green. 5 bam.
So in a real game, I would turn this tile upside down, but I can move the joker over if I want. Oh, there's a 1 crack. I don't know, Sue. Our pairs hand might not be working. Shirley said 4, 5, 4, 5. Annie's playing 4, 5, 4, 5. Sue said Pung Kong for Annie. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I have to get rid of my 9 dot.
7 bam. Red. 2 bam.
I think that's the second 2 bam out. We might be in a pickle here. There's a 3 crack. We really want a 3 dot. Don't think any 3 dots are out. Maybe we'll just keep plugging along here.
6 bam.
Oh, maybe Kurt's playing a 3, 6, 9 hand.
6 dot. 5 bam. Flower. 1 dot.
Oh, we got the 1 dot. Let's get rid of this 2.
2 crack. Flower. Mah Jongg.
Oh, well, we didn't get it together, but I kind of like that hand. That was kind of nice. Trying for the singles and pairs, second line down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Annie won pretty fast, and Shirley, you were right. She was playing 4, 5, 4, 5. Good job, Shirley. And Amstead's playing northeast, west, south. Wow, look at all those wins he's got. Line number 1. And Kurt was playing the 3, 6, 9 hand. This is one of my favorite hands. It's line number 5, and it's a single 3, pair of 6s, a pung of 9s, and then you can have kongs of 3s and 3s, or kongs of 6s and 6s, or 9s and 9s. Love this hand. That's one I play a lot. Very nice for Annie. Good for her. Thanks, ladies, for making this suggestion. I love playing hands I don't normally play, and sometimes I forget about them. You know what we could have played, and I also forget about? We could have maybe did an additions hand. We had all those 2s. We could have did 1 + 1 is 2, looking back now. So here's, a learning tool for me. I got to work on those addition hands. I think I said that last week too. But yeah, an addition hand would have been really nice. I think we could have called for the 1s. Yeah, I think next time we'll maybe try that. Start a new game.
Charleston.
We're going to sort by suit. And we have a pair of 5s. We have, and a pair of 7s. So 5 and 7s fit very nicely into the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category. Or we can play some sort of 5, 6, 7. At any rate, we're going to keep all the upper numbers, and we're going to get rid of, we have 4, 5. We can play 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't like passing 2, 1, so I'm going to pull that back and pass a dragon. We have a south, a 3, and a 1. Oh boy, the souths are going around. A south, a 4. Now we got our matching 9, and we have this 9 here. I think we're just going to go with the 5, 7, 9 category. So we can get rid of this 6. This is our first left. We have 3 tiles to get rid of. We don't need these 3. And we don't have a hand, so we're going to continue with the Charleston. We have an east, a 2. We can hold on to this 9, and let's get rid of this 4. We have a 2, a north, and a 4.
Courtesy pass.
Well, we picked up another 9 and another 7. Nice. So I'm thinking we're going to play 5, 7, 7, 9. So we could probably get rid of some of this. We also have, I don't think we ever had any other, the dragon, the opposite dragon. But we could also play 5, 7, 9, 9. I think we could get rid of this 7. Oops, not the 9, the 7. The 2, and the west. We can also play 5, 7, 9 all in BAMs. So I am going to get rid of the 2, the west, and the 7. So let's do 3.
So
we picked up a green, which would go nicely if we got some flowers. We could play all one suit. 5, 7, 9 with matching dragon.
east, north,
Got to get rid of the 6.
6 dot, 6 crack, 5 crack, south,
We can get rid of the south. Always prioritize.
west, 5 dot,
Certainly don't think I'm going to use these ones.
6 crack, 5 crack, south, 1 bam,
We pulled a flower, so maybe we can play that 5, 7, 9 hand with the flower.
2 bam,
We don't need a 2.
5 crack, 1 bam, east, 5 bam,
Okay, there's our first 5 bam. Now if we play line number 3, line number 4, second half, it would be 2 flowers, a Kong of 5s, a pair of 7s, and a Kong of 9s with 2 dragons. We're missing a lot. I'm not ready for that. And if we play Line number 2, second half, we need a pung of 5. So we can wait for the second 5.
West.
Oh, we got our 7, of course, as soon as we let that go. Let's get rid of this 9.
Dot. 6 bam. 4 crack. 2 bam. 4 bam. 9 dot. 3 dot. 6 bam.
Wow, the bots are kind of quiet. It's a little scary. So we can play 5, 7, 7, 9, or we can play 5, 7, 9 with matching dragon. I have a really hard time with that for the simple fact that I don't have a pair of dragons or a pair of flowers. So I'm going to let this flower go, because flowers, if we pick up more flowers, we can always change back.
7 crack.
Remember, there's 8 flowers. We already have our 3, 7 cracks for line number 2, so we don't need that.
2 crack. Call. 3 bam.
Oh, there they go.
8 bam. 5 crack.
You don't need the 3 bam.
Bam. 6 dot. So. 8 bam. North. 3 bam. 8 dot. Call. 3 dot.
Oh, 5, 6, 7. Now we don't need the 6.
6 bam. Joker swap. 4 bam. 3 bam. 4 dot.
7 dot we don't need.
7 dot. Call. 4 bam. 8 dot.
Oh, we got another flower. I'm sticking with the other one.
9 crack.
Okay, here's the first 9 crack. I'm not going to call it because that would be putting out 2 jokers that I know those bots are going to exchange.
7 bam.
Okay, this would be, we need 4. I think one's already out. Let's double check. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, I don't think so, but we can call for a Kong. So let's call for it. And we're getting a Kong. So now we're committing to line number 2. I'm going to get rid of the green.
Green. Call. Flower.
Oh boy. So what's Kurt playing? I know what he's playing right away.
9 dot. 4 dot. South. 1 dot. 1 bam. Joker swap.
So,
1 crack.
oh, see, now we can't call for the 9s because we used our joker here. That's okay. We can get another joker. So Kurt has 2 exposures. So he is playing line number 5 in 2, 4, 6, 8. He needs 2 dots, and then he needs the red dragon.
1 dot.
Good job, Shirley. You got that. 8 bam. Nobody needs that.
8 bam. Flower.
Hopefully we could get a joker exchange over here. That would be nice.
So.
2 bam. We don't.
2 bam. North. 1 dot. 1 bam.
Oh, we got the other 9. Now we just need a joker. Maybe we could do our own exchange here. Let's get rid of the 9 bams.
9 bam. Call. 5 bam.
Oh, look it. We can get it up here. Oh, we're going to call for that. And here, I believe Sue was asking about a finesse move. This is a finesse move. We're calling for a tile. Let's call for that and do our pung. And now I'm going to exchange and call Mahjong, and that is now a self-pick, and everybody will owe me double. So let's do the exchange, and that's a finesse move, and now we have Mahjong, and we can call it.
Mahjong.
Very nice. So this hand's pretty basic. It's one of like my go-to hands because you can use jokers in every grouping. and it's the pung kong pattern. So go ahead and try to learn that. There's probably at least almost one in every category that has this type of pattern. It's 3-4-3-4. It's a great way to start learning patterns. I have a whole video about patterns that you can look at and start learning that to bring it up to the next level. Tonight's is probably a pretty advanced class that we taught today in our clinic about calling dead hands, and learning patterns is another advanced step. Not maybe so easy for beginners, but this one you should learn pretty easily because it's very common. Oh, thanks everyone. Ta-da! Sue, you're cute. Woohoo! Yeah, very nice. Oh, yes, Sue, when I did it in advance. So you should have been here when I first did it, like 3 weeks ago. I was winning like crazy. Oh, we forgot to look at everybody. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, well, I'm just excited about winning. Sort by suit, and we're looking for pairs. Oh, we got 8s and 9s. So 8s and 9s together are in consecutive run. You can use 8s and 9s in 2 different suits. In Winds and Dragons, the bottom hand. So we're going to keep that in mind, and we're going to get rid of all our low numbers, and maybe this 6. Oh, we're getting 6s and 9s. Yikes. 2, 5, 1. Is it going to make me change to a 3, 6, 9 hand? Okay, we're not getting any wins. Could mean somebody's playing them. There's a lot of 3, 6, 9s going around. We could break up our 8s and just play 3, 6, 9s. Shall we do it? I think I'll do it. Of course, as soon as we do it, we get the other 8. Isn't that the way? So we could get rid of this, and we can get rid of the East. Here's another 3 and a 9. I'm telling you, those 3, 6, 9s are definitely going around. So let's break up the 8, the 3, and the no. Oh, wait, I don't want to get rid of that 3. Oh, the 2. We'll get rid of the 2. We got another 6, so we could do 7, West, and 8.
Courtesy pass.
So this was a good example of paying attention to the tiles being passed around. We might have been able to do 7, 8, 9. But there was a lot right off the bat. I saw the 3, 6, 9 going around. So let's sort our tiles, and we know we're not going to use this 8 or this 8 or the 5. So we have 3 tiles until we have to make a decision. So I'm not going to even look at the card. I'm just going to continue to play. It's too early to call for anything, and I'm going to get rid of these tiles first before I make a decision.
8 bam. 4 crack. 5
Oh, nice. We got a nice little flower.
red.
We could try for the 3, 6, 9 hand in singles and pairs, but we need the dragons, and we don't have any dragons.
6 bam. 1 bam. 7 bam.
And now that we have the flowers, maybe we could play a flower hand.
East. 4 dot. 1 bam. 5.
A lot of the BAMs have already gone out.
1 bam. 9 bam. West. Flower. East. 2 crack.
Guess nobody was playing those wins.
West. 5 crack. 7 bam. 2 bam.
Hope we didn't make a wrong decision here.
North. Red. 7 dot. North. Call. West.
Oh, look at that. Amstead waiting for the second north to go out.
1 bam. Red.
I'm sure he needs this, but I'd rather get rid of it sooner than later.
Flower. 2 crack. 3 crack.
Oh, shoot.
1 crack.
I should have kept that.
East. 9 crack. 5 crack. 8 dot.
So one of the things I teach my coach in play is to do something that I just did. Instead of discarding the one you just got, you already know you don't need the 8. You could get rid of that, and that's what I should have did, and I would have saved myself from not discarding the 6 crack.
3 crack.
Yeah, we're not ready to call for anything. This is terrible. Guess they played us a little bit and making us switch our hand.
Bam. 7 crack. 6 crack. 7 bam. 7 crack. 9 dot. 8 crack.
Oh, there's a 9 bam.
8 bam. 5 dot.
We could switch to an all 9s hand.
3 bam. 2 bam. 5 crack.
This might end up being a wall game.
Call. 7 dot. Joker swap. So.
We're going to keep the 3 dot. So let's look at this dragon. There's only 2 hands with dragons. You could play line number 6. You could play 3 and 9 with 6s with the white dragon. Or you can play 3, 6, 9, which we don't have. I'm going to say we have a strong dots here. So we could play 3, 6, 9. Let's get rid of this 6.
6 crack. 8 dot. 2 crack. 6 bam. 4 bam. 4 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, we're like almost
6 dot.
quarter of the way left. Oh, we got another 6 dot. 3, 6, 9, all in one suit with flowers. I don't know if we're gonna have enough tile, get more flowers. Kind of like that. Or we can play, let's get rid of this 9, I guess.
Crack. 4 bam. 1 crack. 9 bam.
Oh, we got 3. Can we play 3, 6, 9 with opposite dragons? Let's get rid of this 3.
3 crack. 8 crack.
I don't think there's enough time. There's only 19 tiles
4
left.
crack. 1 dot. 7 crack. 2 dot. South.
We could try 3, 6, 9 with 6s in the middle. Then what are we doing with these flowers? I don't want to have to get rid of flowers. We don't have any jokers. And I think all the 3s went out. Let's see how many 3s went out. Oh, there's 1 3 out. So we need a joker there. I think with the 9 bam, we need at least 1 joker. We need 2 jokers. 3 jokers for the white. I don't think we have much of a choice. Let's get rid of the 9 dot.
9 dot. 5 bam. West. 9 dot.
Ha, of course we get the 3.
3 dot. Mahjong.
Oh no! Oh geez, I should have got rid of the 9 dot. Oh well. I should have paid attention that there was no 3 dots out. Let's see. We have to see what they were playing here. Annie was playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the traditional line of consecutive run, all in one suit. Then Amstead was playing north and south with 7, 8, 9. He also needed the 9 dot. He might have called for that if we put that out there. Oh no, he needed one more joker. He needed a Kong. And then we had, wow, look at all the jokers Kurt had. He was playing the flowers with the dragons in 2023. Oh, wow. It was good to see how maybe I could have changed this up. The only thing I was nervous about was getting rid of the flowers, which would have gotten Kurt Mahjong. So I don't know if I would have done that. Yeah. I don't know. We needed a lot of jokers. We didn't have any jokers. It's always good to play a hand that, you know, I don't think I really play that hand with the matching dragon to the sixes. So you have to kind of get that straight in your head. So let's try our next game.
First Charleston.
We're going to sort by suit. And now we have some dragons. Ooh, I like that. We could do 2023, maybe. We have the whites, so we can do 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can keep all the dots and the threes. So let's get rid of the 5, the 6. And we have to get rid of something else. Let's get rid of the 9. I think we're playing maybe a 2023 hand. Oh, now we got the 8. Oh, we got the 2. So let's get rid of the 1, and maybe the 4. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. The 9, the 1, and let's get rid of this run. Let's stay true to 2023. We're going to continue. Oh, now we got a pair of 6s. Ah, that's going to mess me up. I'm going to get rid of the 7, this 7, and a 6. I hate doing that. It's what we got. Well, we got the 2, and we got the green. That's nice. Maybe we can play 2023 with the opposite dragons. Now, why I'm holding on to the south, they don't seem to be passing wins. We don't need the 6, the 5, or the 8.
Courtesy pass.
We don't need the 6 and the 9s. They didn't pass any wins.
8 dots.
Oh, we got a west. Woohoo!
6 crack. 7 dots.
So I'm looking at some sort of 2023 hand. I, again, am not ready to call for anything. I'm not sure which one I'm playing.
6 dots.
And we have no jokers.
6 dots. 3 crack. 1 crack.
There goes a 3 crack, but we don't need it. We have the 2023 already.
7 crack. West. 9 crack. 2 bam. 7 dot. 8 crack. West. 9 crack.
Oh, nice. Some flowers. Maybe we can play 2023 with dragons.
4 crack. 6 dot. 5 dot. 5 bam.
Or with news. Nice. So if we don't need the flowers for news, and we only need, so if we do news, we need north, 2, 2, and then we need 2 and 3 to match. I'm going to let the 3 bam go.
3 bam. 8 dot. 7 crack.
This keeps 2 hands open. I'm looking at line number 3 and 4.
5 crack. 6 crack.
Oh, we got news. So we can play 2023 with news. Let's let the green go.
Green. 6 bam.
I always like playing the harder hands. I don't know why I do that to myself. Oh, now we're getting all the flowers. So we could play, that would be this one, the 4 flowers with the dragons that we just let go. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's get rid of the 2.
South.
Now I feel like I'm back to line number 3.
2 crack.
Yeah, let's do that.
2 crack.
Can't believe I let the green dragon go.
4 dot.
Your pungs of dragons can be any suit.
1 dot.
So we could use the white dragon or the red dragon. Oh, we got the other green. Perfect.
West. 9 dot. 6 dot. 9 crack. 5 crack. Call. 3 crack.
Oh, maybe we get that joker. 5 crack.
4 bam. 9 dot. 1 bam. So.
We can call for the soap and get the pung. Shall we do it? Why not? Oh, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever had this done. So this is great for a teaching moment. It says soap pung. Do you want to hold back a soap for your exposure if you're doing 2023 in line 3? So we're going to say yes. We want to hold back 1 soap. We don't want to have a pure. We're going to use our joker. So we're going to say yes. Interesting. This is a great website.
Call. North. 9 bam. Call. 8 crack.
So we need a flower and we need another joker.
8 crack. Red.
Everybody figure out what Annie's doing up there.
2 bam. 5 dot.
Oh, we got our flower. Excellent. Now we just need to do a joker exchange. If we didn't get rid of that green dragon, we would have had it.
West.
Oh, we got it. Yay, that's 2 for us tonight. Yay, we got Mahjong. Great hand.
Mahjong.
Yay. So again, this white dragon doesn't have to be opposite of the suit you're using. This could have been the red dragon. It's kind of bold to use the white since you're already using a white here. But yeah, lots of fun. Nice hand. And then we have Amstead was playing 2, 4, 6, 8 with 4s and 4s, line number 2. And remember, this doesn't have to be 2s. It could be 4s or 6s or 8s. And Annie's playing 7, 8, 9. And Shirley, yes, you got it. 7, 8, 9. Earlier, you said it. And then we have Kurt, who's playing line number 6. In 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it's 4 flowers, which he needs. We had them. He had his pairs of 1s and 3s, and then he had repeating pungs of 5s. Okay, so thanks everybody for the congratulations. Thank you. Sue asked, do I ever dot my card and try to get every hand on the card? Sue, I have good intentions of doing that. I sometimes start doing that and then I forget. The great thing about if you play online here, they keep track of it. They have statistics. So actually, let's see if we can go to my statistics. So we're going to exit this game real quick and I will show you. If you go to your account and do my game stats, they will show you the percentages that you win and lose and how many wall games. And then if you scroll down, it keeps track of all the hands that you win. So you can see where I play the most. I got all, look at no hands in additions. We have to try singles and pairs. And it keeps, you know, how many times you win it. So let's see, what's the one I like to play the most? Line 6 I play a lot. That's the repeating numbers. I like that. In 2023, I play with the dragons. That's a common one for me. I like numbers. I play a lot. So this is fun. And then you can also add your own personal ones. You can come in and click add and add that. And then it'll combine it here and show you all your wins. I have not added any of my personal ones. Again, I have all good intentions, but sometimes when I'm in my home games, I forget to check it off. And then I'm like, what hand did I just win? I can't remember. But yeah, this is great with this website to have the stats. So we're going to end. God, time flew tonight. I didn't even realize what time it was. It's already time to end. You enjoyed our presentation tonight about dead hands, and we had some nice gameplay. And if you need to get in contact with me, you can email me at mahjongclass right above me. I have my email, mahjongclass@yahoo.com. You can also put a comment below. So go on and try the I Love Mah. If you have not, it's a great site, and you have competition with the bots. And use my code CB so they know I sent you there. And I really appreciate it. And again, it's a great, great site. Thank you, everybody. It was wonderful to practice with you tonight, because this is what it's about, practicing to get better so that when you play live with your friends, you can wow them. And again, if you want to reach out to me and do a coach and play, I would love to do that with you. It's my new thing now. I'm loving it. And since the winter's coming, we're all kind of stuck home, and you'll be able to do coach and play and then be ready when the new card comes with all your new skills. So have a great night, everybody. And don't forget your new skill of playing defense. You can call someone's hand dead. And don't be shy about it. It's part of the game. So thanks, everybody, for the congratulations, and thank you for tonight. Oh, Shirley likes the finesse move, and tonight was a good example of that. Thank you. And don't forget to check out the video about that, Shirley. Yep, and don't be afraid to call someone's dad. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up tonight if you like this video. Post below, and have a great night, everyone. See you next week. I don't know what we're talking about next week. Send me a topic. I'd love to do it for you. Have a great one. Bye.